Well, thank you very much. That should be better. I had it on mute. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, a little difficulties there. Glad somebody came in to let me know I didn't talk forever. Let's see. So yeah, I'm your host, Axler Twinblades, my in-game name, and I go by nfoGuides or nfoGuides here on YouTube and Twitch, and people know me by the tools I make, Barons Toolbox, which just is going to get a lot better for some people. But of course, we got to go over and claim our daily focus chests. Yesterday's rewards, I didn't get one card. It was sad. Hey, New Again and Rondon, welcome to the stream. How are you two doing this evening? I wanted to start 30 minutes ago, but there was a piece I was working on that wasn't quite done with, so I overran my time estimate. Finally had to put it on pause. Okay, so first things first, I want to go ahead and jump in here, and we're going to claim my daily rewards, so hopefully we get something good. Come on, no whammies. And then the second thing, oh, finally something good. I needed those cards. Ooh, and the merits, I think, may have pushed me over the limit. I might be able to get 3 packs today. So, in my mind, this is a good draw. I needed the merits to get to 3 packs, and then I needed 11. Well, I need this guy. And so getting a stack of 11 is kind of awesome. Hey, Canada's in the house. How are you doing? Skyer's in the house. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so let me go over here, and first and foremost, let's combine these soulbound cards. There's not many to combine, but, you know, we got to do what we got to do. I got some other filters on. Okay. Yeah, see, this guy, I needed that nice stack of 11. He's been sitting there for a while, and when I get that card, I keep getting one at a time. Brazen Blake is in the house. Welcome. Oh, he's getting close. He's definitely getting within striking distance here. So, hopefully by end of season, I will knock him out of the park. My puppet that I got is already finally maxed. So, I'm getting, I think I only need, yo, People's Guild's in the house. How you doing? Yeah, the upgrades, once you get up around level 7, 8, and 9, they just kind of take a while. You know, I got some new digs to show off on my land management tool. I think people will like. I was working on that code, and it held me up a little bit. I was trying to get another piece done, but you'll just have to live with the new pieces I will show you guys. I've got 2 items that are not yet enabled for you guys to see, and I will be enabling them here on stream. Yes, you guys get the alpha because you're cool. Oh, let's see. So I want to go over a little bit of what I've done on land. Hey, Tito, Fire Squad, how you doing? Welcome to the scream. Yeah, let it all out. Scream! New stuff? Oh, yes. I've got some stuff that people will like. Hey, Stain's in the house. We're getting a decent crowd this evening. That's kind of nice. I know it's the holiday time frame, so everybody's got relatives and Christmas parties gearing up. So, yeah, getting a crowd. I wasn't sure how many we're going to have hanging out, but I'm glad you guys are here. And gals, if there's any gals out there watching. Let's see. Okay, so I want to kind of go over what I've done with land. So I did go ahead and sell, because the price of SPS, it was up around 3.2 cents. Oh, and it currently is at 3.2 cents on CoinGecko. So it was like 3.17, and I sold my extra SPS, and so I sold my extra liquid SPS so I could latch on to some more worker cards. So I went and I purchased, yep, I purchased some worker cards. I did gold, owned, epic. Which guy was it? One of these guys is not like the other. I already forgot who I bought. Was it this guy? Ah, yes, this guy. So I bought Insidious Warlock. I had one. I bought 3 more at about, there was a couple of them really cheap at like $9. So, oh, converted. Yeah. Since we're at PEG, I just used the in-game conversion. So I went ahead and I just bought 3 more of him. So he's a worker I got to put on land yet. It was just busy today. I haven't got to that part. So I did that. But then, yes, I'm getting not rebellion FOMO. I need more workers on my land. And the only way I can get in-game DEC to buy workers is by selling my SPS. So, here's what I was thinking today, and I pulled a trigger today. I unstaked some SPS so that I can get this extra 8,000. So anything above 200,000, I'm willing to convert in order to get some more DEC. So if you look at it, let's say I had that available right now, and we look over here, that would be $256. I could get a gold foil legendary max level card if I were to do that. Now, I don't know if I will or not. A lot's going to depend on what the value of SPS is when that becomes unstaked. And so I got 7 days before that will be unstaked. So I'm going to look at it again. And if it doesn't look good, or it doesn't look like there's any good cards I really want to jump at, then I will just restake it. But I will not let myself go below the 200,000 SPS mark. So that's the stuff that I'm up to. What are you guys up to? This chair I have is very squeaky. Let me swap it out. See if this one's any better. In no way is it extra, Skyer, but yes, I'm willing to consider it extra because the big time open loot website / marketplace has screwed me over and has tied up my dry funds. You almost have the same amount as me. Still need another 400K. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm not even trying to get my land to 100% efficient. I'm just trying to get my land working. All 17 plots. Tito, you just grabbed a gold foil desert dragon today. Nice. Was it a 1 BCX or max copy? Okay. Now let's go ahead and show some new digs. Now initially, there's one piece that you can see right now. Okay. When I mouse over a card, you now get icons here in the card. So Earth cards have a 10% synergy with Forest. And so here you can see on the plains, life cards and dragon cards. Let's see, on a swamp, we've got water and we've got death. Let's see, what else we got? So here on a tundra, we've got water, we've got earth, and we've got life. And so basically, you guys now have the ability to see the synergies. If you're looking to put workers on a plot, you know what plots to look at. Hey, Tito! So, oh, okay, you're Rubenensky. Well, thank you for the grain donation, by the way. Much appreciated. I believe that, yeah, I believe that's you. Nice. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at doing, is seeing what I can latch on to. Again, my heart doesn't want to let go of everything. Let's see. So in here, you can now, hopefully you guys like being able to see what cards synergize with what you're working on. Let's see. So now, yeah, I've got a lot of the DEC in place. I just don't have max level. Well, I have max level workers, but they're like commons, or they're maybe rares, sometimes epic, but I don't have any real maxed out properties. So hopefully you guys like that feature that I put in place. I'm thinking there was another thing I did today, but yeah, can't think of it right now. Okay, so the next one. Oh, I gotta do an update to the code so it's visible. Oh, woe is me. Where am I looking here? Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Okay, so what would your guess be of what I added? Hey, you there. How you doing? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do a refresh here. Unless any of you... Oh, you see that, People's Guild? The totem percent chance? Oh, you'll like this next one, too. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, we got a new filter up here. Now, I still need to work on the tooltips, so ignore the weird tooltips. But this is, let's say, you have a max gold foil legendary dragon card, and you want to know what land you can put it on. There's all your lands that support the dragon cards, right there. Let's say you have a max level fire card. Let's see. I have nothing that uses fire. What about water? Okay. Here, I can put a water card on any of these plots of mine. I haven't checked this with the market yet, but it should not have broken it. Let's see. Earth. Okay, I got 3 that I can get a bonus on for Earth. And here you can see that one's only 5%, whereas this one's 10%, and this one's 10%. I had to put the percentages in the tooltips because, yeah, I figure most people don't really care. They care more so just about getting a bonus. So there's your synergies. And let's see, then you can do life. I've got 9 lands that will support life. Yeah, the People's Guild. So if we go epic, death. What do we got here? I'm at a 0.004, and I just claimed about 24 hours ago. So you can also see I'm 14% full. So hopefully you guys like that feature. Hopefully that will help you guys out. Being able to put some lands on cards and all that kind of stuff. So that is now currently live on the website for all of you. And I've got one more piece. What do you... any other guesses of what my other piece could be? So these are the synergies. And why wait to see if anybody can take a wild guess at it? I gotta find this next piece here. Oh yeah. We've got the building in the box icons. Hey, and thank you for the subscription, Canada. That's a TWIP. That's a TWIP notification. Gotta get some Cheech and Chong quotes as redeemables. You know what? That would be a good one. Because, you know, I like Cheech and Chong. Okay, so here's the next one. I think I found it here in my code where I've got the little switch. I shall find it somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Aha! I've spotted it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Again, these might seem minor to some people, but to other people, these are like phenomenal. You see it? All magic. Bam. All magic. Or just death. No, we want all magic. So what do you guys think? Hopefully you see those as good enhancements for this wonderful thing called Barons Toolbox Land Manager. You can now filter all your land so you can just see all your magical stuff. So this one won't help Canada much, but for those of you like me, I got 3 different types. I can now see all my magic on one screen. I got 1 death, 1 water, and 1 fire. So what do you think about those cookies? And so, of course, these are additive filters. So if you select all magic, but you want dragon, you can, you want to put a dragon worker out there. So, now I haven't tried this. So let's go over here to the marketplace because I'm curious. I haven't looked. I probably broke it. Oh, no, it loaded. Look at that. Our floor price is at 39. So now if we say, we'll give it a big test here. All magic. Oh, look at that. Oh, I got a bug. So I've got I updated this display and I haven't checked those yet. So I gotta eliminate those on cards that are in the market. So there you guys go. Across all magic, the cheapest magical one is 115. But let's say you wanted the cheapest magical land that supports a fire worker. There you go, 120. You need yourself a canyon. So yeah, I hope you guys like those enhancements. Basically, I'm getting click happy. I forgot I'm on the store. When I unselect it, it's got to redraw everything. Let's see here. And then you can go rare. So here you go. Rare that supports fire are those. Let's say we want rare that supports dragon. Here you go. You want rare that supports earth. And let's say you just, only care about, hey, I just got a ton of earth workers. It's just going to show you everything you can use on the market. Have a nice day. So you had to buy a grain farm plot to supply food for each. Oh, for your research team. Yes, definitely. um, definitely keeping up with the grain is going to be a problem. That's kind of why I sold my liquid. Let's see. Right now, I don't have a regional search on the market. I know people like to search by region. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I see why people want to search by region. I just always, I've always been a price monger. I like to see the lowest price. And so region really hasn't, been a concern of mine. But I do know people want that. So eventually I will get one in there for the regional search. Canada, I don't know. I don't. Well, let me rephrase this. I believe the best way to search for what workers give you the best PP is probably going to be peak monsters. But I honestly don't use peak monsters that much. So I really don't know. But yeah, so now, because of just the sheer amount of space I'm using up, I still don't like how my filters look here. What do you guys think about the filters? I know you like the numbers visually. Do you think that works? Or is it visually too cluttered for you guys? Again, I know people like numbers. That's why I'm showing them. I'm more so curious about the display. Yep, that's exactly what I've been up to there, Canada. I've been trying to at least start clearing this plot here, which wasn't even started yet. This guy here, you can see he's got the smallest, well, not the smallest of small, but a very small worker card on this guy. He needs more workers. This guy here, I've got workers on it, but if you look at their production points, they're pretty low. I like to try to have each worker be 2,000 or more, and I've got a lot of workers less than that. Every one of them on this card is less. Everyone on this card, less. So I got tons of workers that don't hit the mark I was hoping to hit. I'm fine with that, but definitely the first thing I need to do is get some at least 5 decent workers on here, 5 decent ones here, and another decent guy here. And I probably need to pick up a couple more totems. I think I'm short. Let's see, 5 totems. So I'm probably going to pick up some more totems, just so I can have these plots that are doing grain get the extra 10%. It'll help me out. You would personally switch the name and power with the meters. The name and power with the meters. Oh, you mean put the icon on the left and the numbers on the right? It would be great if it was transparent when you hover. It could display the info. Better than that, if it could be toggled. I would lean towards like right now, if you're looking at the screen, you cannot see what synergizes with the plots. So when I hover it, you can now see what synergizes with the plot. Now that's okay because you haven't put workers, or you're just kind of mousing around. But I think people will want to see how full each of their plots are and these numbers right away across everything. If you had to hover over them to see it, then all of a sudden it's harder for you to, at a quick glance, see all the information you might want to know. So, that being said, I could see adding a toggle to turn them on and off, but I would leave it on by default and let it be something you could turn off. I wouldn't want to do these numbers on a hover. Yeah, Canada, you should be using my tool every day, all day. Tell your friends, spread the word, send donations. I like donations. Let's see. The lower right corner, name and PP move to the upper left corner. Oh, really? You think? Oh, okay. So you're saying the total PP and this, moving those up over here. I kind of see that. My thought, or the way my brain was working, is if you add all of these up, you get this number. So I was thinking horizontally. If you add all these up, you get this number. The name, I could move the name. But I think the left side of the card is typically the more decorative side of the card. Mainly because the art team, see this dark shading on the right-hand side? That's actually part of the graphic that Splinterlands team has embedded, this dark area on the card. So if I eliminated everything on the right-hand side of the card, you're still going to see this dark area. Nothing I can do about that. Yep. That my objective is to get you as much information as possible with one click. Because I get tired of, I don't even like to try. Oh, Alex, how could you do such a rude thing? That was a hard-earned voucher that you beat me to the pulp for. Oh, you know it. I was lazy. I want to show and see everything all at once with one click. And there you have it, guys. And I cheat for myself. Okay, you guys, it's more, you got to type a name and then do the one click. Or you can press enter as well. But if you don't need, or if you're the programmer, you can have these little hidden things. So if I hit lookup with it blank, it will automatically look up my name. So I can just click on lookup. 14% full. Need to harvest. I was thinking about harvesting. I was harvesting once every 24 hours, and I've gotten 2 fragments. However, I then waited like 3 days and I didn't get any fragments. So I'm thinking I might just keep going out, once every 24 hours. Birds, bees, and trees. Oh, I have news for you Commonwealth people. So, my land management tool has a few new features. On mouse over, you can see earth cards synergize with forest, and life cards synergize with forest. So you've got now on a mouse over, you can see what worker types or worker splinters, elements, whatever you want to call them, you should be targeting on these plots of land. But hold on, there's more. I have these, ignore the pop-ups right now. These are synergy elements. So let's say you have a max level legendary water card. You want to know what property can you put it on? Well, I've got 9. Oh, wait. Sorry, it wasn't water. It was a dragon card. Okay, I got 6 properties that will support a dragon worker. Oh, wait, what about life? Okay, I got 9. What about earth? Ooh, I can only support earth on 3 of my lands. Yeah, so I gotta look into that. Okay, so there's one filter I added with this overlay, and now you have this. Over here, I had to make the cards smaller, so they shrunk. Time for me to stream. Let's see. So I made the flag smaller, but now you got an all magic land. So you go click, and there you go. We got death, water, and fire all on the same screen. You don't have to filter through. I got one more gold rare max chaos, but in white. So gotta sell it for a blue one. Yeah, that's what I'm finding is I have nothing that I can put fire on. Nothing. Oh, I forgot about that birds, bees, and trees. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, I need a ton more. So that's why I need tons of donations. Throw them at me, guys. No, in all honesty, I will be adding donation buttons up here to the top. I don't know when. You'll see them one day. And you can go ahead and when you see them, you can click on them and test them out and feed this poor disheveled programmer that has nothing to eat and is locked into a spare bedroom while streaming. You like it, birds, bees, and trees? I mean, I have done everything I can to make land easier for myself and you guys. Now, of course, yes, I don't do the auto claiming and all this kind of stuff. You know what? It's not that hard for you to go here. I'll do mine right now. I've got 3 regions that I have stuff in, and if I click on this guy, region 23, harvest all, and we'll go ahead and claim, see if we get lucky. Now we get to claim. Come on, Cletus. We need a winner. Struck out. And so now once you're here, you could either come back over here and click on region 113, or now you're here. It's not that hard to hit back, next, harvest. back, next. And I don't know if I have enough grain. 2,000. No, I gotta move grain over here, so I'll let this guy cook for a while. This also helps me when looking at this. So now if I refresh over here, you can see everything is empty except, where is he? Should be a shard mine. Here you go. One of my shard mines is still 14% full. I do a lot of stuff like this solely so I can test my own code and make sure it seems like it holds up. 3K plots per resource. I'm not sure I follow you there. 3,000K plots per resource. Is that how many you own? 3,000 plots per resource? That's pretty good. I'm not following you. This keeps me finding gaps in my land holdings, and I keep buying. You know, you've helped me out greatly there, New Age, so it's much appreciated. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for the totems that you have lent me. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's a struggle for me to put my stuff on these things here. It's you know, it's part of the game. We're not supposed to be able to 100% max everything out day one. And so land is doing exactly what it's supposed to. It's making me burn some SPS to get workers to just clear this plot or get it started. This one here will be done in about 3.5 days. I'll finally start getting more grain produced over here. And the reason I don't put more workers on this guy is just because I don't have the DEC to put with them. When choosing teams, is it possible to have a toggle to choose multiple or single abilities at a time? It's been a while since I looked at that aspect of the code. I'll have to look at it, you there. I can see now why that's becoming more important. In the past, it wasn't so much, but I can definitely see now with Rebellion and all that, it can be a little bit more important. You haven't gotten a single totem fragment yet. How many plots of land do you have again, Canada? I've gotten 2, and both of them I got was when I was collecting every 24 hours. I then went a couple of days without collecting, and then I went 3 days without collecting. I just collected right now, and that was about a 24-hour window that you just saw me collect. Oh, okay. I follow you now. Yeah, when you're talking land 2.0, yes. And that's not nearly enough grain to feed all of those. Grain is going to be lopsided. Looks like you're going to need some stone plots. May need to make a deal and get you in my track. You know? I've got 12 of my tracks over here in Gankland. I have these 5. No, where are they? I have 1 rare in region 136, and then I have commons. I have 4 commons in 119, 119, 119, and 119. While, as you can see, I'm trying to get them cleared and put them to work. Those 5 plots, I'm willing to move around. Come on, Cletus! I wasn't sure if you caught it or not. Come on, Cletus! Yeah, I'm legendary, old, and ancient, decrepit bones of mine. Do you think we should carry more weight? That titles should carry more weight than a totem? Um, that's a tough one. I think in a sense they do carry more weight because totems can only fill one slot and the title can be additive to the totem. So in that sense they are better than a totem. But I know what you're getting at. Hard to say on that one, Canada. Sky, are you even considering buying some for commons for storage? You only have 4 plots, Canada. Yep. Definitely getting the totem fragments. You can now see the rare, the percent chances, and it really just boils down to the will of the gods, so to speak. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Would they rewrite Bitcoin code language from C++ to that of a newer, more secure language? I doubt it at this point. It's so set in stone. So many people are moving stuff around on it. I think it's going to sit where it's at on its current code base. It'll get more and more security patches, I'm sure. How does this land thing pay for itself, or does it? In other words, what's the return looking like? How much have you invested, and how much will you earn in return? Okay, so that's a loaded question. Simple answer is this. Before DEC was at PEG, I purchased 700,000 DEC for land. We'll call that about 500 USD. Now, I have been playing the game itself for quite a while, and I've been collecting cards for 2.5, 3 years. And I can't say that I collected those for land workers because we had no idea. For the longest time, I'm collecting stuff. I didn't know what was usable and what wouldn't be usable. And so, yeah, it was one of those things where I can't really track the card pricing, but you could probably say I probably got about another 500 in cards that I specifically spent for land. Now, what am I earning? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I'm collecting grain. Oh, no. I'm fibbing. So I'm getting SPS. Where's a calculator here? So every day I am mining SPS. And in the first couple of days, the highest I got was like almost 100 SPS in the first few days. Now I'm getting about 48 SPS. So let's say on average I was getting 60 SPS. So 60. How long has this been going now? Should we say 30 days? It's probably less than that, but we'll say times 30 days. So I would have gotten 1,800 SPS. And so I will have earned $57 off the SPS. Let's see. Now we can jump over in here to other aspects. Where are we at? Other? Yes. No. I want market. So market and other items. I hate trying to find things in their interface. Okay. I got one common totem fragment. So there's another $2.50. And I got one rare fragment for another $11. So I got about 700,000 DEC for 500. And that was because when I bought it, it was down at like 65 cents. I always think way in advance. I I bought the DEC early this year. I bought tons of vouchers and SPS back in June, July. Okay, so back to your question here, Birds, Bees, and Trees, about will land pay for itself? Okay, the real thing with land is right now, this isn't land. Right now, this is just, I'm going to put it in crypto terms. Right now, the land game is simply a visual crypto mining game. What crypto am I mining? I am mining research, I am mining grain, and I'm mining SPS. Now, as with any crypto market, if you get it and you just sit on it, the price can go up. Well, in these cases, we can't sell research, and we also cannot sell grain. Well, no. I confused myself. Never mind. So you can also sell grain. You can sell SPS, but you cannot sell the research. But if you do sell those items you get, and those tokens skyrocket, you're hurting yourself in the long run. So the reason it's important right now just to hoard everything, keep everything, is because of Land 2.0. All the profit in land comes from when we can start producing item and spell cards. Those are going to be cards that people will produce, they'll put them on the market, and they'll be the things that sell for, like, let's say $20 to $50. And people are going to start wanting and needing those cards, and they're going to start buying these cards up. Well, to produce each card, I might not be able to do it, but I'm producing resources. At that time, I'll probably be producing wood, stone, and all this kind of stuff. And so the rewards will come when we can start producing that stuff and we start spitting that stuff out. That's when all these tokens that we're crypto mining right now visually, all of a sudden we get our payback. Now we can start seeing the price of wood go way up, the price of stone go way up, the price of this or that or grain. And now it becomes the stock market for you. You got to look at what can you collect and what can you leverage to get the best amount of return. But to round it all up, you won't get that return until Land 2.0 is released. And I hate to say it, but that's not even it. Probably Land 3.0 when you can produce the item and spell cards. Land 2.0 just means we can collect 50 different resources. So, yeah. So right now, if you're looking at the short-term game, you will be 100% disappointed with land. It's not a short-term game. Okay, I killed that dead horse. Yeah, I caught it. Oh, nice. I've never read the books for Ready Player One. But there are books that I've read that I wish they could have made good films out of. Yes, they supposedly have added this percent. Now, be aware this is a estimated totem fragment percent chance. I am not doing the calculation. This is in the data that I received from Splinterlands. I am just visually showing it to you. And supposedly they have made it a visual thing somewhere in the game as well. In the actual Splinterlands.com game, there supposedly is somewhere where you can see this value. I haven't located it. Oh, castle's for sale? Dang. New again. This is a long-term play of resources for the item and spell cards, which will be where the gains will be made, either by supplying them or using them in battle. Yes. And the gains will be made by those of us not just producing the cards, but producing the resources that are needed to go into those cards. Okay, birds, bees, and trees, $1,000 return plus how much were your vouchers? The vouchers I bought were I guess you could say. I bought the vouchers, I think, when they were pretty cheap. That's why I bought them. I think they were like 1.6 cents a voucher. Right now, I know my vouchers are worth $200. And I think when I bought them, they were 6,000 of them were worth like, I don't know, we're going to say $180 equivalent. 10 million grain so far, hoarding for liquidity pools. Yeah, see, I'm hurting on grain big time. I wanted to keep a flow of SPS, and the only flow of SPS I really have is coming off of land. And so I'm going after, on the plots I can, I'm definitely going after the shard mines. And this is getting me about 48 SPS a day. If I had a different way to get SPS, I would switch these over to grain. So the problem I'm having is this is an epic with my best stuff, and this here is a rare with my second best stuff. And so if I were to switch these over to do grain, I would start accumulating grain really fast. However, I'm not to the point of wanting to do that. And so because of that, I'm maintaining an even playing field with my grain, how much I eat, by having all of these other plots produce grain. So I've got 9 grain producers with, to be blunt, garbage cards to support 2 shard mines and 3 magical research places. And I'm not even making that much, 3.1 an hour, 2.4, but this is the best, unfortunately, I can do. So yeah. Because of that, I'm hurting on grain. Really hurting on grain. I mean, I'm not going negative. I'm not gaining any. So you're taking notes. Wood, stone, grain. I'm having fun drawing windstone grain and grain symbols. Yes. Max Headroom, I haven't looked him up. The last week I actually saw another Facebook or some ad somewhere that was talking, or article about Max Headroom again. It almost got me the motivation to jump in there and dust off some Max Headroom stuff, but until I get the rest of the pieces of my land manager in place that I want, yeah, he's sitting dormant for now. Get all the SPS you can with 2.0. There will be no more SPS. Very true, Alex. Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to get my other cards producing more grain, is so I start gaining more of a surplus of grain. And that is why even though it pains me, I'm looking at possibly, to get a really good worker for land, I could see myself selling off 8,000 SPS for a max level gold foil legendary card that I can put on land as a worker. It's a hard thing for me to swallow, but at the same time, as far as my battles go, I will still be at a 10x multiplier at the top of Diamond 1. So I still have what I need for where I play. So right now, birds, bees, and trees, all you can mine is just grain, research, and SPS. That's it. Now, when Land 2.0 comes out, there will be 50 different things that you can mine. Let me jump over here, see if I can find my note. I put it here somewhere. Right here. Okay, open in a browser. So this is what you can mine once Land 2.0 comes out. Now, I'm going to be honest with my opinion, no inside insight or anything. I don't think we will see all of this, honestly, until September to December of 2024. I wish I could be more optimistic, but I'm not going to be. Yaba Matt in the town hall made a comment that, again, didn't make me want to spread salt, but it does want me to set my expectations on the timeline. And what he had said is, he's releasing these white papers about Land 2.0, but then in the town hall, he said he has to start working on the big spreadsheet for all these resources for every building level, how much they produce on every type of plot, and start working on those numbers. Okay. He has to start working on that. I honestly thought we were going to see some of those numbers in the Land Phase 2.0 white papers that he's been releasing. I now believe, no, we're not going to see that because he made the comment he needs to start working on that. So, again, I am not throwing salt. I'm setting my expectation is this is going to take time. Even if the programmers were like, hey, give me all the information. I got this. This is going to take time. And with this taking time, I'm just going to say I'm expecting September to December of 2024. I really hope I'm proven wrong. That's where my mind is at, because if you start thinking, oh, it'll be out in March, you're going to be disappointed. Don't set yourself up for disappointment. Yes, metal bars are going to be very expensive. All the secondary refined stuff is going to be expensive. The magic stuff that you collect and refining that's going to be expensive. Yeah. Skyer. Region 23 is my main region right now. So, if you're willing to donate me some grain, I much appreciate it. Region 23 is the best region to send it to. I only have one plot that needs outside food brought in. And so, yeah, that one I'm not too worried about. Because I'm actually thinking about switching that over to become a grain plot here pretty soon. Looking forward to the last part of Land 2.0 white paper to start making more moves. Same with me. I was a little disappointed when he said he needs to start on that spreadsheet, because I was really, really hoping we would see numbers, at least on buildings and building levels. I can understand not knowing how much wood you'll produce on a common plot at level 4, you know what I mean? But at least being able to start to determine what is it going to take to level up each building, how much of each of those things, not necessarily, cost, but just how much. You're loving the salt, birds, bees, and trees. Let's see. Tito, easiest way I can tell you is I put them in my Discord server because I knew it'd be hard to find later on. So if you are in my nfoGuides server and you go to Splinterlands channel, it's not that far up, and just scroll up just a little ways. I have them right there, and I also put in the image here of all the buildings and what flows into what, and wood goes into all of these things, and then those things go into these things, and these things go into that thing, and that thing goes into the other things, and lots of things go into this thing. And then everybody needs to donate to my guild power, because you get mana crystals, and this is the thing I want all my guild mates to be highly aware of. Donate guild power, get mana crystals. And even if you want to do nothing with land, here's how you can make some money. Provide guild power to your guild, get the mana crystals, sell them. You don't need to own any land. Right there. Just play in the guild. And that is your tip of the day. I will check here. Let's see. I don't know. Whoa, thank you so much. Much appreciated there, Skyer. Does it tell me who? Yes, it does say your name. Okay, so thank you so much for that grain donation. That definitely gives me a nice bump on my surplus. Much, much appreciated. I think numbers will take time. It will also depend on what has been farmed until the release. It'll always be a moving target. Yes, I agree, New again. But Matt was saying in the town halls for like 6 months that he was working on the Land 2.0 paper. So I just honestly thought, oh, he's working on numbers. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, Skyer. All you guys are definitely good people out there in the Splinterlands streaming world. I see you guys watching lots of us streamers, so all of that is much appreciated. And so let's go back over here to production. So this is something I'm going to work on because it irritates me, is with your donation, you just raised me up to 190,000 in region 23. And again, I've been sitting at like 130,000 for the longest time. And then Tito, he donated me some grain, which was also much appreciated. Now you donated me some grain. So this is good because I'm maintaining this level. I'm just not growing my stockpile yet. I need those workers to come into play. Yep, we've got storm cakes, Ulana bread, pure flakes. Yeah, all these sound good. Same here, Canada. It's like at work, I need something to listen to. I'm just working, and I'm so used to turning on Splinterlands streamers and just listening in, because every so often, some interesting conversation will get started, and I just really want to listen into it. But now, out of my 8-hour workday, I go to YouTube and Twitch 4, 5, 6 times, and I can't find any streamers and Splinterlands except for Goldmember Arcade, and he doesn't really talk. I don't know how he sometimes shows he's got like 100 viewers and he's not talking. I don't know. To me, it seems like he's gaming the system there, but and hopefully I got that name right. I think it's Goldmember Arcade, who seems to like always be streaming Splinterlands, but yet never really talks or does anything on the stream. I don't know. All right, guys. Let's just give another recap here for the enhancements to my Barons Toolbox land management tool. Okay, so you come over here, you type in your IGN, you hit lookup. Now, on the land mouse over, you have what splinters synergize with this land type. And it tells you the percentage in the tooltips. So there's feature 1 that was added today. Feature 2 that was added today is you can now filter your land by those synergies. There's a pop-up bug anomaly. Ignore that. That's a feature right now. And you can click on Dragon, and this shows you all the land that you have where you can put a dragon card and get a synergy bonus for that card. And so you can now filter based on card synergies. So hopefully that's an awesome thing. Oh, and I did change the filters now, so the selected one is grayed out a lot more visibly, so it's easier to see what you have selected. So like if you hit hills over here, it's a lot easier to see what you have selected. And let's see. And then, last but not least, the third feature is you now have a filter for all magical lands. So here's all magical lands. So death, water, fire, all on one screen, one filter to rule them all. So it's one filter to rule all the magic filters. So that is the third feature that I did. Now there's other small things that obviously I made these filters smaller and stack them so that way I could have enough horizontal space to start adding more things in. Because there's still more stuff that I'm going to want to do, but for now, I needed enough space to add in these guys right here. So Elistios, welcome. Even though you and I don't agree on some concepts of mine, your thoughts are much appreciated. But awesome job on this new addition to Land Manager. Splinterlands should hire you since you do a better job than them in terms of UI. And yeah, thank you for that compliment, Elistios. Much appreciated. I really, really wish, I don't know. I wish they would take some of what I do to heart, but for some reason, when I bring up my way of doing things and I present them to Nate does not like my ideas at all. Now he doesn't like hate me, but it's like I view it as he's a left-handed person, I'm a right-handed person, and we're trying to shake hands, and both of us, don't want to shake with the correct hand for the other person. Because, of course, my way is the right way, his way is the wrong way, so there's the issue. Know what I mean, Vern? Oh, so glad you could stop in there. Let's see. Underboss Fabinan, price is down. I don't even know what that card is because I don't have my Rebellion stuff yet. Sadness. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you guys like this update. And again, if we have viewers out there that have not liked and subscribed my YouTube or Twitch channel, much appreciated if you do. Helps me out. As well as if you're watching this after this has been live, I much appreciate any kind of comments you guys can leave on the videos so I know what you're thinking about, well, what I'm thinking. So I definitely want to say a big shout out to everybody that's been here hanging out with me. I forgot to mention Ankh. I saw you out there. Thanks for joining me. Skyer's been here. Canada's here. Brazen Blake has been here. Of course, Alex Bernard is in the house. We got Birds, Bees, and Trees. Tito, New Age is here. You there is here there. We've got, who else has been here? I know I'm missing some names. They were here earlier and said hello, and I'm forgetting who they were. But all that matters is you guys know. Oh, Staint. I definitely want to say hi to Staint. I appreciate you joining me. Ankh12, thanks for hanging out as well. I know a lot of people turn this on and they're listening in the background. So I appreciate one and all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you have ideas for Barons Toolbox, my management tools, by all means, shout them out to me. Give me some place. Oh, DeFizz has been lurking, so welcome DeFizz as well. And definitely want to give a much thanks to Tito and Skyer for the grain donations today. I much appreciate that. So thank you guys very much. And with that, I'm going to sign off and catch you guys another time. Have a good one, everybody. I'm out of here. Know what I mean, Vern?